think has been very much made clear by the argument and the made today is that there are several legal issues to sort through, several factual determinations that I have to make, and those aren't ones I can make at this moment. And so I will be taking the time to make sure that I give this case the full consideration it's due. I hope to have an answer for everyone within the next 2 weeks.
Let's rock on the mic. What's up, everybody? And you are listening to the best of the Media Mike radio show. I am your host, the Media Mike Speaks, sponsored by New Justice Media, where we are the voice of the everyday citizen. The time is now 6 minutes past the hour here in the Lone Star State. So let's get to it before it's too late. All right, good people, ladies and gentlemen. Georgia, we continue to have a problem. A new witness has just come forward. And that witness is, wait for it, Co-Chief Deputy District Attorney of the Cobb County DA's office. Her name, Cindy Yeager. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an officer of the court. This is an attorney high up there in another county. And do you know the information that she received? Do you know who she received it from? Yeah, you guessed it. OTB, Terrence Bradley. You know, big man on the stand. Oh yeah. Let's get to this story, because this is not going to go well for Fani. It's coming out. And now this is an officer of the court. She's putting her reputation on the line. This is an attorney, an assistant DA in another county, saying that Terrence over there just spilling all the beans. He's just running his mouth all over town. Oh, this is done. You can stick a fork in her. She's done. Now let's get to the story. In a court filing Monday, attorneys for Trump co-defendant David Schaefer said the potential witness, a co-chief deputy district attorney with the Cobb County DA's office, has spoken with them about conversations she'd had with Terrence Bradley, the former law partner of and divorce attorney for the special prosecutor, Mr. Nathan Wade. According to the filing, because they filed an affidavit, ladies and gentlemen, they filed an affidavit. Cindy Yeager informed the attorneys that Bradley had told her the relationship between Willis and Wade began before November 2021, when Wade was hired as a special prosecutor in the Trump case. The filing does not include a sworn affidavit from Yeager about her conversations with Bradley, and there is no indication she has any personal knowledge of Willis and Wade's relationship. It is not clear what impact, if any, the filing will have on efforts to disqualify Willis from prosecuting the election interference case. Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee held evidentiary hearings over several days last month, at which both sides called witnesses to testify. He has so far rebuffed requests from the DA's office and the defense to reopen the evidence in the case. Yeager was never subpoenaed or called to the stand during last month's hearings. Trump and several of his co-defendants argue that Willis has financially benefited from hiring Wade as special prosecutor. They're asking McAfee to remove her from the prosecution. Now, Willis and Wade, as we all know, have acknowledged a personal relationship, but they testified that it did not begin until 2022, after Wade began working on the case. Now, if you've been following me and you've watched some other videos, I stated that didn't matter because they both had a duty and obligation to the court to report that they were involved in a relationship. I don't care if it started in 22. They lied. They got up there, and for them failed to disclose it and then turn around and say, okay, we are in a relationship. After they denied they were in a relationship, it's already bad. that taints the case right there. Now, in Monday's filing, Schaefer attorneys Greg Gillen and Holly Pearson said that if the judge reopens evidence pertaining to the misconduct allegation, their client would offer testimony from Yeager about her conversations with Bradley from last August to January. Yeager, Schaefer said, would testify that Bradley told her that Willis and Wade had definitely began a romantic relationship by the time that Miss Willis was running for district attorney in 2019 through 2020, and that Bradley had personal knowledge of the relationship. Bradley testified, as we all know, last week he had no such knowledge. He changed his testimony. According to the filing, Yeager would also testify that on one occasion when Bradley was in her office, Willis called him in response to an article that was published about how much money Mr. Wade and his law partners had been paid in this case. Ms. Yeager heard District Attorney Willis tell Mr. Bradley, quote, "They are coming after us. You don't need to talk to them about anything about us," unquote. That's damaging. That's damaging. That is damaging. Now, Terrence Bradley, OTB, big man. Oh, Mr. Oh, I don't recall, or I don't remember. Yeah, Terrence, running your mouth. Came back to bite you. Now, a spokesperson for Willis' office declined to comment on the new filing. Oh, that's not good. Willis and Wade have denied any wrongdoing, and Adam Abate of the DA's office called the misconduct allegation against Willis in an attempt to impugn her reputation. It's over. Now, Judge McAfee said at the conclusion of Friday's arguments over the allegation that he expects to issue a ruling in the next 2 weeks. And now the judge did say that he would consider new evidence before his ruling, if it is considered relevant. And this testimony coming from an officer of the court of another county, it's kind of hard to deny, because that attorney is putting her reputation on the line, her career on the line. Things that make you go, this does not look good. I don't think it's going to end well, because just the impropriety of it, the hint of the thought of this attorney coming forward, even if the judge does not admit it, he's looking at this like this is just too much. Why would she put her reputation or even her career on the line for this? I gotta let Willis go. I'm just saying. Now, if Willis is removed because of the misconduct allegations, her entire office will be disqualified as well. In such a scenario, there is a possibility that the election interference case could end up in Cobb County, which I'm thinking that's where it's going to go. And they're going to drop it. As I stated before, Fani wants to go down with the ship. And yep, if the judge approved this, it seems she may get her wish, torpedo in the water. Well, old Terrence, you should know, loose lips sink ships. Until next time, this is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker. Subscribe, share, and like to keep me rocking on the mic. Have a good night.
Understand you soon, it won't be long. Keep on, keep running.